Panne is really good. I think Panne is really good. I think all the beast units are really good who are calves. Impact honor weapon is super good. Until we got no follow-up, there was no way to counteract that. And now, even now, if you're running no follow-up, that means you are sacrificing your B slot to deal with these kind of skills. She deals pretty well with a lot of units on AR defense. Her biggest downside is she's a beast, so she wants to be next to beast to get her weapon effects. But her upsides are really well. I think the biggest issue I can come up with her as a whole is you have to fit your team around her if you want to use her. I used her on AR defense for quite a while on Astra, and she was fine. I think it's getting harder and harder to use beast teams that aren't at plus 10, but I still think with proper investment, she's still fine. The worst thing I'll say is on enemy phase to mages, she melts, which is something to think about. Rooker is competing with every red sword in the game, and he's got nothing unique about him, so why invest into him? He needs a refine. He needs a weapon. He needs something. His stat line is still really nice. It's, I think, maybe the second. I think it's actually the best free-to-play red infantry sword we have currently in the game. So if you get something nice, I could see him working really well. If you get something along the lines of Navarre, would be the best case scenario. If you get something like Special Spire in his weapon, I could see him being very interesting as a unit, and it would fit into his lore. I actually do think Rooker is the one that does have one of the best stat lines. I think he has like 35? I don't know. I can't remember his stat line off the top of my head. I'd have to double check. Let me see. Let's see. His stat line is 32-39. He's pretty good. For a free-to-play sword, that's really, really nice. Even though he has no access to boons, he beats out even some other, like, 3-4, 4-star summonables. Bookie's fine. She is a seasonal, so she's never gonna get a refine. So she has a hard sell compared to every other unit. But she's also our only free unit for Archer Flyer. So she has that niche. I think as a one-off, she's fine. But getting into a 5-star is probably a hard sell. I would say wait until we get a better flying archer. Her, my boy, is shamed and just utterly dishonored in FEH. Competing with Jerome, competing with Jerome's mom. He's got nothing going for him. He's even got a Brave Axe. So he doesn't even do just a 5-star like into 5-star like with a slaying weapon as a budget. You're better off getting a plus attack version of Jerome's mom than using Har. She's got a preferred weapon, so she has a higher base weapon attack. She has higher potential attack because she can go plus attack. He just doesn't have anything going for him, and it's a shame because I love Har. That said, I hope he dodges the Brave Axe and he gets something interesting so he doesn't overlap his ideas with Jerome's mom. Hey, man. I mean, I like forget names sometimes. I know it's not Minerva. It is. Why can't I think of her? Why is it popping out of my head? She is Churchy. Churchy. That's what it was. Churchy. Or Church. I actually don't know how to pronounce her name. I don't think I've heard it said out loud. I always said it Churchy. Uh, Leo is okay. I think he's good as fodder. I think he has distant defense 3. And he's got QR. Got that going for him. But he is seasonal unit. He's never gonna get refined. And he is competing with Cecilia. And Cecilia's gonna get refined eventually. So eventually this Leo is just not gonna see any purpose. Not probably worth investing in. Delthea's good. Is she good enough to, actually build into a plus 10 unit? I don't know. But she's probably not going to do for fine for a really long time, so you're probably going to have to just get used to her as a whole. But that's fine. She's got Fury 4 built into her weapon. And it's not even in stats on her stat screen, so she's not likely to get as chilled as other options. I think she's good. She competes pretty well with a lot of the blue tomes, especially for the infantry options. I think Luis is good. Her weapon's really good. The biggest shame I have for her is because she has no access to IVs, she doesn't get access to her extra attack. I believe that she would have gone as a super boon if she would have gone for an IV spread. So that sucks. So that means she actually competes exactly the same, but with higher res compared to Rolf's higher defense. So they're very interchangeable, which really sucks, because it means she doesn't have any winning stat compared to the other, and they're both Tempest trial units. So it's not like one's easier to merge up than the other. So that's more of a tangentially, I guess, argument point more than actually something to knock off the Luis. Cynthia is fine, but she's got released on the line of, oh hey, what do you know? Ooh, is this on purpose? Okay, I couldn't make this up if I wanted to. All the Lance units that they gave to us are right over each other. She got released at an awkward time, I'll say that much. She's fine. She needs a preferred, and when she gets that, she'll be fine, because Fire Sweep Lance prefers are always pretty good. Looking at Roderick, if we saw Roderick refine on Cynthia, I mean, that's probably all she'll ever want. An extra effect on top would be nice. Yugir is seasonal unit. She's never gonna get refined because she's a seasonal unit. People really liked her on release because she was good stat line. I think intrinsically, as it comes to being an Omega tank now, she is strictly worse than other green options, like Hawkeye, who has a lull on his weapon. But she is still okay. Would I justify building into her because of her BST or anything? No. She doesn't have the BST to compete. I think she's at 170 BST. She doesn't even score well here. Fiora was shafted because she was not put in as the Forma unit. So she lost the easy access to all the Forma skills. But that's more of an IS complaint than a Fiora complaint. She is okay. 170 BST unit flyer, I mean, it's fine. But again, never going to get a preferred, so she's always going to have to compete with other units as score creep goes up, and she's never going to have anything that puts her out there. Debatably top 3, if not number 1 best Grail unit in the game. I would say easily top 3, debatably number 1. She does things that no other dagger unit can do. She has Vantage in her weapon, so she never has to give up her B, so she can run Disarm Trap while also running Vantage, sweeping. She has extra attack on her weapon, so she's less likely to get chilled if you have someone who can eat some attack speed chills. She's able to run Savage Blow and do 14 damage. Her biggest weakness is she's so good, everyone wants to counter her. Her biggest strength is suffering from success. People meme that she's bad, but she's not bad. She's really, 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 really good. And she has so many builds she can run. I really like her. Death Knight was robbed. He doesn't have DC. He is really, 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 really mediocre. He's better than, I guess, Recruit. But, I mean, if that's the best thing you gotta say about him, I mean, I don't know. He's not gonna get refined for a long time, so he's kind of shafted where he's gonna be. He's gonna be where he is right now for a long time. Sigrid. Good unit, good stat line. No preferred weapon really sucks. She is probably higher in the train to get her refined than a lot of units because she is Tellius and IS really, really, really loves Tellius. For some reason, they put them on all the banners, they give them all the good weapons, and it probably shows because the numbers probably are really good. I think she is not likely to get a bad weapon. When the worst weapon I can think with Tellius is Sanaki's weapon, with that got her refined, and it's still pretty good because it's got drive attack. I could see her refined being pretty good. Renea, our second ever dancer unit from Grail. Seasonal unit, so we'll never get her refined. She's okay. She is less punch than Smalzer, but comes with the access of better support skills. At the very least, her design's very nice. Astrum. Second, if not third, best Grail unit if you're looking purely for arena scoring. Top 10 unit overall for Grail investment. Cheap to build. He's gotten 2 runs already. His weapon is good at supporting himself. He's got Wrath built in. He is really, really good. I love this dude. And he has so many options on his A skill. You can run meme builds like bonus doubler, you can give him sturdy, you can give him flashing. He has so many build options. I love this dude. And he comes with the upside, he scores 175 BST. I still use him in my arena core to this day, and I don't plan to move him off. Rolf. His bow is really, 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 really good. His stat line is pretty good. depending on if he gets a Forma, depends on if I think he's one of the better Forma units, or if he's kind of like on the edge. Considering we got the twins just on a summer Forma list, we could see him coming up on the next coming up. I think this is Path of Radiance. Yeah, so he could be coming up as a Forma, and if he gets added as a Forma, he's going to have so many options, he'll be super obnoxious.